Everybody, good evening, good evening. How's it going out
Yeah,
there?
how's everyone doing out there tonight?
It is hot and muggy in Virginia Beach, Virginia tonight. I wonder how it's feeling wherever you are joining from.
Many of the people that join in here in the Philippines, and so probably hot and muggy there as
It's
well.
definitely going to be hot and muggy in Manila right now. I have Manila as one of my weather destinations, so I know how it is, and I also know how it is when it's February and
Mhm.
it's nice and warm there, but it's freezing cold here.
Hey, I will take the hot, the humid. You can see behind us. Summer is upon us, and so it's still daylight outside when we start here at 8 o'clock. For those of you joining us tonight, my name is John Gardner.
We've got
This
New
is
York.
my wife and law partner, Radlin Mendoza, and we
Hello,
are
hello.
immigration law firm Gardner and Mendoza. We've been practicing immigration law for 22 years now, and we first opened our law firm in 2000. And our office is here in Virginia Beach, Virginia. We're on the East Coast of the United States, but we have clients all over the country. We have clients all over the world who join us regularly and who we represent regularly. And we come to you every Wednesday night. Every once in a while we change it up, but typically
Ohio.
every Wednesday night from 8 o'clock until 9 o'clock. And we bring you immigration updates if there are any to bring you. And most importantly, though, we like to answer your questions. We know that you have immigration questions. We have answers. Okay. And so once a week, we get here for an hour and bring your questions, and we can answer most of them. Every once in a while, we'll get some curveball that's got a fact pattern that we have to double check on. But for the most part, we're able to field them. Radlin is anyway.
We don't know all of them.
most of them.
There's just too much to know. Too much to know.
And I do want to warn you that what we do here is for informational and educational purposes only. It is not legal advice. And I also want to say hello while we're doing an introduction here to our whole TikTok family out here. So we have two broadcasts going on. One is Facebook Live and one is here on TikTok, and they're going on at the same time, simulcast. And a lot of folks come in through TikTok. So hello, TikTok family out there.
Yeah, thanks for the love. Thanks for the hearts.
Questions are already lining up in the queue on TikTok and Facebook. So
let's off to the races. Off to the races.
Let's hit it.
Yeah, fantastic.
Where do you want to go first?
Well, first, yeah, I think that we should mention folks on TikTok. If you have a long question, you may want to jump onto our Facebook, because you can type a longer question in the comments and we can put it up on the screen. But that's up to you. It's your choice. Our Facebook is at Gardner Mendoza Law, Gardner Mendoza Law, and of course, follow us, and you can get these updates. We, as John said, we come every Wednesday night, usually Wednesday. If we change the day, we let you know. We were here on Thursday. It's kind of funny because we didn't have as many people because it was Thursday, and we've been doing it on Wednesday for a couple of years now, over 2 years.
Over 2 years now.
So I can't believe it. It's awesome. But, it's all because of you guys with your great questions, and hopefully it helps. So let me grab this question
it's
from...
fun. We got people joining us from, like you said, Ohio, New York.
John is from Akron.
Yeah, from Ohio.
Patrick.
Akron, Ohio, Patrick. If you are on TikTok, like Radlin just said, it is helpful if you can get over to Facebook, only because we can see the question better, and we can put it up in writing so that everyone else can see it.
Yep.
All right?
All right.
But if TikTok is all you got, bring it there. All right.
Okay, Jasmine says, that wedding photo? We like to look at the photos, the photos that you put on. So we probably comment about it. Very nice if that's a wedding photo. I love it. Very artistic. All right. Jasmine says, I have just passed my N400 interview and they wanted to schedule my oath for tomorrow, but the system was down. How long does it take for them to schedule the oath? Tampa office in Florida. And when should I upgrade my I-130 for my spouse? So a couple of really fantastic things happening here, guys. Number one, Jasmine, as an LPR, filed for her spouse. She filed the I-130 petition for her spouse. Good job, Jasmine. Number two, looks like she applied for U.S. citizenship when she could and passed. Good job. And now she's asking about how long it takes to do the oath. Now I've done a case actually in Tampa, and it typically does not take very long from my experience in the Tampa office. So, I mean, you just passed the N400 and they're wanting to schedule the oath for the very next day. That is very quick. That is not typically the case. It's certainly not the case in Norfolk, where our local office is. So I'm going to say, hopefully Tampa, it looks like they just have a good system going on and quickly swearing people in after they have passed their test and passed the interview. So hopefully soon, but I can't tell you exactly when that will be, unfortunately. And then as far as when should you upgrade the I-130 for your spouse, and what Jasmine is talking about is informing either USCIS, wherever the case is, or National Visa Center that she is now a citizen. You should do that once you swear in, after you swear in, and you can submit your certificate of naturalization. But really great question, chock full of awesome things. Congratulations, Jasmine. And I hope that you get sworn in soon. All right.
Yeah, good question.
Yeah, fantastic.
And for those of you on TikTok, if you do want to reach out to us, our phone number is 757-464-9224. And we can get a banner here on Facebook for those of you on Facebook. Rhea, if you could get that up, and then they can see that. There it is now.
That's me. That is me.
You all can read that there, but I wanted to just say it for those on TikTok, because I realize that you can't see what's on the Facebook page there.
Okay, I'm going to throw this question up. It's Greg. Greg, what's going on? Look, oh my gosh, Greg's daughter looks just like Ray. Anyway, Greg, how are you doing, buddy?
Yeah,
it's been a long time. It's time to get together. Greg is a local attorney, and he does business, and he also does wills and estates. And Greg, I owe you an email back, because you emailed me something regarding our personal stuff. And I got to get back to you. So I'm sorry that I haven't. You're probably like, wow, she just dropped off the face of the earth.
One of our lawyers have lawyers as well.
That's right. Hey, Greg, when we come up on our Facebook Live and we say, our lawyers tell us to tell you that it's not legal advice, we're thinking of you when we say that. But anyhow, if you guys need any help, Greg Montero is a great
business law,
great
estate planning.
attorney.
Look him up.
He's also half Filipino. I mean, I'm not half Filipino, but he is. All right, I'm full.
That's right. Okay. I'm going to just get this question out of the way, because we get these a lot, so you can go through this with everyone, and then that'll be it for tonight, because we get something along these lines every week. So Gertie here wanted to know how long it takes to petition your siblings. I know that's a big, vague, open-ended question.
Where are they from?
But go ahead.
We don't know.
We don't know.
Okay. We don't know where they're from. So two parts to this question. Number one, how long does it take for USCIS to approve the petition? You can think about, 5 years or so for them to approve that petition. Again, that's a ballpark, 5-6 years. And then the second part is, when will a visa become available for the petition that I filed for my sibling? And that is many more years. So I did a video the other day, and I was talking about how I had to break some bad news, because this family was really excited because they were filing the I-130 petition for their sibling, and it was taking a really long time. But like 5-6 years, like, oh yeah, good with that. But then I had to break the news to them, but you have to also look at the visa bulletin and visa availability. And so if you're from the Philippines, if your brother's from the Philippines, then it's taking like 20 years for a visa to become available. Now, please don't be discouraged. As I told these people, just file. Okay. If your sibling has no other method of immigrating to the United States, just file the I-130 petition. Do not be discouraged. The time will come. I never thought I would be this old when I was 25 years old, but it actually happened. Time passed, and I'm just older now, 20 plus years older. So what happens a lot is that in John and I talk about this, is that when people see how long it's taking to file that to process that I-130 petition for a visa to become available, people just are like, I'm not doing it. That's taking too long. Don't do that, because again, I promise you the time will come, God willing. And so just file the petition.
Yeah, and I just also want to clear up one thing. We had some inquiries on TikTok, so we got people joining us from the Philippines, as we do every week. Great to have you.
Yes, go see my mom. She's at MSM Surplus. Go buy some stuff from their store.
Yeah, go out to the Luna Extension. One of the questions was whether we are immigration lawyers for the Philippines or the United States. We are U.S. immigration lawyers.
U.S. immigration lawyers, yes.
We have a lot of Filipino clients, that is true, but it's U.S. immigration law that we are practicing, not Filipino.
Yeah, not right.
Right.
So if you want to immigrate to the United States, or you have family members wanting to immigrate to the United States, we can absolutely help with that. All right. Let me grab this question right here. Maricon, look at this. My sister's name is Maricon. And look how great this photo is.
Yeah.
I love that.
And I'm happy she was on TikTok and Maricon jumped over to Facebook.
It's so weird. I don't think I've ever seen another Maricon. Now that is a bad word in Spanish, just so you know. If we haven't, my sister found that out in the 7th grade in her Spanish class, when the teacher was like, is this some sort of joke? Anyway, hello. Once you file for citizenship, how long does it take to get a schedule for an interview? So it depends on your local office where you're going to be getting interviewed. And I will just say this really quickly. It's super, super easy to find out general processing times. All you have to do is Google USCIS processing times. The link will pop right up for you. You click it and you put in the type of form that you're looking up. Here you would put the N400 in, and then you would click on where your application is going to be going. So if it were San Francisco, then you choose the San Francisco office, and then the processing time will pop up for you. So it really just varies from jurisdiction to jurisdiction. Recently I checked Norfolk. I believe it's taking 16 months. Again, other jurisdictions are shorter and others are longer. Whoa, we've got a flurry of questions here.
Yeah, folks on TikTok looking for us. If you're looking for us on Facebook, Gardner and Mendoza is the name of our law firm.
Right. Yes. And Ria, if you can go ahead and pin up our Live Love Immigration group. It's another group that we run. It's a community for people who are interested in immigration, and we share our stories there. We would love to have more people join and share your stories, your timeframes, and it'll help everyone. So it's Live Love Immigration, and it will be pinned up, and it's on Facebook. It's a Facebook group. All right, let's see here. Sherry says, another lovely family photo. Honey, we should take a family photo this summer. You know, like where we're all matching and stuff. We've done that once with Steve here at the house. All right. It's been a year since I filed my 751. I've already did my biometrics last November of 2021 and haven't heard anything from USCIS since. How long does it take to be approved and have a green card? So have the 10-year green card. So Sherry, it's taking close to 2 years. So you're good. Don't worry. You're fine. Don't panic. It's taking a really long time. If you need proof that you are a lawful permanent resident, you can call USCIS customer care and schedule an InfoPass appointment, and they will give you temporary proof that you are a lawful permanent resident if you need it. Actually, no. Sorry. What am I talking about? Just scratch everything I just said. Sorry. when you get, I was thinking about the I-90 renewal, but when you get your I-751 receipt, of course, it states there that your LPR status is renewed for 2 years. Yes. What was that? So anyhow, hopefully that answers your question. It does take up to 2 years. It can take 2 years. One thing that I would like to say, though, is we get a lot of questions about, whether whether you can file for citizenship while this is pending and hasn't been approved yet. And the answer is yes, you can. So that's something to think about when that time comes, if that time is not here for you yet. Let's grab a question.
Yeah, and those on TikTok looking again for our Facebook page, Gardner Mendoza Law. Okay. A lot of people are asking how to find us on Facebook.
All right. You want to grab a question? I'm going to share this to my...
Yep, Duggar wants to know, hello, lawyers. I'm on a J1 visa and I want to work longer here. What's the best thing for me to do?
Call us. J1s, we don't do too much with J1s other than change them from J1 to something else. We don't do extensions. We don't work with agencies. So, you may want to talk to your agency, your sponsor on how to do that. It's something that we don't do. But if you wanted to change your status from, say a J1 to an F1, we can assist with that. But working longer under the program, you would have to go back to the agency and the program that's assisting you. So, yep, but good question. A lot of J1s here in the U.S. right now.
Yeah, and a pretty common request. A lot of folks on J1s want to stick around a little bit longer.
All right.
We got a lot of long questions.
We have a lot of questions. A lot of questions.
And they're long ones.
This is it. Here, you read that and I will look ahead.
Okay, Arlene wants to know, I am planning to petition my mom and dad from the Philippines, but I would like to petition my 16-year-old sister as well. Is it going to take a while if I petition my sister with my parents, or is it better if my mom will petition my sister? And how long will it take?
Yeah. So let's see here. It is going to take a while if you petition for your sister. I just mentioned that it is taking 20 plus years. I'm going to it's Philippines. So in a perfect world with all the money in the world, you would do both, right? You would file the petition for your sister. And of course, you're filing for your mom and dad. That's awesome. And then when your mom and dad get here, or your mom gets here, then your parent can petition for your sister. And that is faster. That is going to be faster. But, it's just basically to cover all bases, if that makes sense, to petition for her. And then when your mom gets here, she can petition for her as well. I don't have the visa bulletin pulled up right now. Let me just, no, I'm not going to do that right now because it would require me to do some typing. But with regard to your mom petitioning, I can't even think about the visa bulletin as far as the timeframes right now. So I'm not going to guess, but it is much shorter because your sister is in the F2A category, unmarried child under 21 of a lawful permanent resident. That's the category that she would fall under if mom petitioned for her. Now, again, you're planning to petition for mom and dad, which means you have not started yet. It is taking a couple of years, if not more, for that process to go through. Hopefully they do something about the backlog and clear that up. But it is taking a while. So again, by that time, let's just say your sister will be 18, 19 and really bumping up against the 21. So that's why I do recommend, if you have the resources, to do both, for you to file for your sister as well. Knowing again that when mom gets here, it will be much faster.
And you mentioned visa bulletin. For those who have timing questions, who might want to try to figure this out, where can they go to look for this information?
So you can Google visa bulletin and June 2022 visa bulletin. And the visa bulletin comes out every single month. It shows the number of worldwide visas that are available per country, and it's a little tricky to navigate. I actually have never done a video about the visa bulletin because I've started, and it's hard to explain, and I just haven't been able to. And I've been doing videos for a year now, and I haven't tackled it. I'm gonna get back on the horse. I tried a couple of times, and how am I gonna tackle this? It's so long. But I'm gonna try it again because I try to keep the videos short. but this one's going to have to probably be a little bit longer. All right.
I just realized we have a lot going on here.
Oh
The
yeah.
help of our old buddy Arturo, who
Yes.
gifted these paintings for us. There are several of them. This is one of 4. It's a set.
Yes.
And painted on the pier in Naples in 2012, and I was just really cool.
Yes, Arturo Correa from Venezuela. He is a painter, and now these. So downstairs in our first floor, we have these walls, and these paintings go really nicely on each one of those walls because the wall is kind of, because of windows is small. However, Arturo had very specific instructions on how this painting should be hung, and they're supposed to be hung together, and like he gave us instructions on like how many inches in between, we didn't follow that because they fit on the walls.
All right.
All right.
We got a question over here on TikTok. Should a green card holder wait to get married until they apply for citizenship?
Sorry, what was that again?
Should a green card holder wait to get married before they apply for citizenship?
Should a green card holder wait to get married before applying for citizenship? I mean,
presumably they didn't get their green card through marriage to a U.S. citizen.
Yeah, right.
So they have a green card, and they want to apply for citizenship, and they're wondering if they should get married first.
Gotcha. I'm trying to think if this is a trick question or if there are any tricks or traps in the question. So again, as John mentioned before, this is not legal advice. Of course, we're just answering questions from the one liner in the TikTok question, but maybe the concern is, I'm not sure what the concern is, I guess. What is the actual concern of waiting to get married and waiting for citizenship? I guess that's why I don't understand the question. So if I were a lawful permanent resident and I had to, and again, where is my spouse, right? Is my spouse abroad? Do I have to petition for the spouse? Why does it matter? Right? Why does it matter? Maybe it does, but I'm not sure what that issue is. But let's just say I'm a lawful permanent resident and John is in Mexico, right? He's a foreign national of Mexico. John is actually part Mexican. So let's just say I would want to get married and then file the I-130 petition for my spouse, lodge it, right? Get it in, and then file that N-400 to become a U.S. citizen, and then let immigration know once I become a citizen in order to, as some people say, upgrade the petition. We're actually just changing the petitioner's status. So, and the reason I would do that is because the I-130 petition takes such a long time, but at least just getting it started. So I'm not sure what the issue is with that particular question. It is a good question. Maybe there's
right.
a reason, but I'm not sure.
There's something in between being married, just in case everyone's wondering.
Right.
You don't have to be married to apply for citizenship. I mean, that's not a requirement to become a citizen.
Right. I'm sure that's not the question.
No, the question is, should they do that? And there's probably something in the timing or fact patterns here that is important. So really what you should do is make an appointment with us. All right.
Right.
And let us know exactly what all your facts are. And then we'll tell you whether or not
you should do that.
You should wait
or give you
to get married before you apply for citizenship.
Right.
Okay.
A lot of people during consultations will say, hey, should we get married? And I know what the question is surrounding. The question is surrounding, well, we have this immigration issue. And as a, lover, not a fighter, my answer is always, do you want to get married? Do you want to be married to one another? Then you should. And especially if there's, again, not taking into consideration, whether a parent has filed for an unmarried son or daughter over the age of 21, or whether that's going to mess up, a lawful permanent. I'm not talking about like that, but all things being equal, my answer is usually, if you want to get married, you should get married.
All right. Rich says, "Hey guys, good to see you." Hey, Rich.
Hey, Rich, what's going on?
for
Hello,
joining
Miss
us.
Lovely. How are you? Good morning. Okay, wait.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
it's my mom. Hi, Mama. Happy birthday to my mom. Her birthday was on June 6th. Happy birthday, Mama.
She's saying good morning. She's in the Philippines. So
Yes.
it is 8 o'clock in the morning there.
So excited. John and I are going to be going to the Philippines in October.
And our old buddy Roy Wells joining us.
And I know this is a long time from now, but we will be doing something in the Philippines, immigration related. So if you are in the Philippines, and we're actually going to be going to Cagayan de Oro. And so I think Ria's here. So maybe Ria, we can all meet up. But we are going to be doing we're organizing something immigration related where, we'll have kind of a Q&A session there as well. But more to come on that. More to come on that. All right. Let's see here. Okay. I'm reading through these.
All right, while you're picking one of those, this is somebody here on TikTok says, how can I live in Spain? I'm only holding dual citizenship for Philippines and the US. And again, this is the kind of question we would need a little more information. How can you live in Spain? Depends on what you're doing. I mean, Radla and I lived in Spain, and we didn't do anything other than just rent an apartment there and show up. So, but that was only for 3 months. So I don't know if you're intending to stay
permanently
there for
living in
a
Spain.
long time. If you're planning on, we weren't working either. We were just students. So I don't know if you're planning on working there, so that we would need to know more information about exactly what it is you're doing in Spain and how long you're going to be there. But if you're just going for a short period as a tourist, I don't think there's much.
Right. Probably more permanent. We actually have a client who moved to Spain. I don't know what he had to do or anything like that, but that is definitely an immigration question for.
Here's the follow-up. She plans on living there for a couple of years.
Now that is outside of our area. That is Spain immigration.
Yep. So what you'll have to do if you're going to live there for a couple of years is you're going to have to get in touch with somebody who knows what the laws in Spain regarding,
immigration attorney in Spain
for a long time. Maybe an immigration lawyer, maybe some sort of a travel group that works with people that are doing extended stays. But probably an immigration lawyer there would be best.
Right.
All right.
Okay, I wanted to make sure I'm not missing anything here. Okay, hello, my British wife and I, U.S. citizen resident of, is that Michigan? Am I Michigan? Okay. That was risky for me to take a guess at that and show people that I don't know the state's, what is it called? Shortened state. Whatever it is. Applied for I-130 last May. And as of September 2021, our case is being activated by USCIS. The Texas Service Center process time is 11.5 months. Is 11.5 months from applying or when the case is being reviewed. I pray that we are close to getting an interview call from the U.S. Embassy in London. I do too. I'm sorry that you all are having to wait. 11.5 months. It's from the time of filing. From priority date. So that's good, right? Hang in there. Hopefully be looked at soon. And again, we do have some backlogs, but I don't think it is terrible out of London. The severe backlogs are in places like Manila, Juarez, Sao Paulo. So London, people still immigrate from the UK, but not as much as from those other countries, of course. But great question. Thank you. All right. You want to grab one or I can grab one here?
Go ahead.
Can an LPR, hi, Anna, how are you? Is it a bench?
It is.
Can an LPR who just arrived in the U.S. file a petition for his son under 21, even if we still don't have our green card? Thank you. Yes, you can. You can use the copy of your visa that shows temporary proof of I-551. on the visa. Congratulations and welcome. All right.
All right, here's one. Christine wants to know, hi lawyers, is it possible that my sister can bring her child even if she is a single mother? Boy, there's not much there. We don't
To
know
petition
her.
for the child, or
Yes.
yes.
We don't know what her status is or the country or anything like that, but just generally.
Yes, you can file a petition for your child, even if you're a single parent. Maybe the issue here is affidavit of support. If single mom does not meet the affidavit of support requirements, then she can have a joint sponsor. So kind of guessing around that question, but
yeah, I mean, to get right to the basics of it, there's no per se rule that you have to be married to be petitioning for children. So the fact that she is single doesn't preclude her from doing it. But we would definitely want more information about what could possibly go wrong or might be needed.
Okay, here, I think I answered some of these questions. Salma has an N400 question. I have an N400 naturalization case pending with USCIS since May 14th of 2020. So we're bumping up on 2 years here. No, we're past 2. Jeez. And I live in Alexandria, Virginia. The normal processing time for this area is 17 months. My case is pending for more than 2 years. What should I do? We called them a lot with no result. We called a Virginia senator. He couldn't help. We have been advised by another attorney that we need to file a lawsuit against them. Thank you. Yeah. So I'm so sorry that you are.
I'm not smiling because of your predicament.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm smiling because of the lawsuit, because we see this a lot.
Yeah. That's true. I mean, how do we get action from this particular scenario is to file a lawsuit. And that would have to be in that jurisdiction. So you've been in the federal court in Alexandria, haven't you?
I have indeed.
Yeah. So the it would be filed in it's all filed electronically, but and there's no special it's you're still in Virginia, so I mean there's no special. We don't have to get waived into that particular federal court, do you?
No.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we could actually file a lawsuit then. If there's no.
Right. You're still in the Fourth Circuit. You're still
Yeah.
specifically in the Eastern District of Virginia.
But I agree with the other attorney that sometimes it does take a lawsuit to adjudicate and get these cases.
That's
going.
a big step, and it's a scary step for a lot of people. I mean, obviously most people think, well, I don't want to make everyone mad. I'll wait a little bit longer. But sometimes that's the only way to go. And
yeah, you know what?
It's been very effective when we've done it. So that's all I'll say about that. Because I don't want to predict anything, but
sure. Yeah. There is this jogs my memory. There is a class action lawsuit. I believe it's one of the immigrant groups, and they're filing lawsuit for people whose cases are stuck, like yours, they're stuck in these caves. I mean, John talked about it maybe a month or 2 ago, but they can't access these files that are in these caves.
This is not a joke. They put all these files in storage in these underground caves. And now they're having trouble getting to them.
So Ria is our virtual assistant from the Philippines, and she helps us with the comments and puts things up. Hello, Ria.
Gets the banner across the bottom, except when you do it.
No, I do the banner.
I know.
I want to get credit for the tech things,
No, you did it. Look at it. I see it scrolling right now.
You know what? And it's annoying. I'm going to shut that down. I'm going to shut the ticker down. All right. So, Ria, can you just remind us to put that lawsuit in the comments, or actually, why don't you guys? We'll also put it in the Live Love Immigration group. That should be pinned to the top on how to join that. If you can pin that to the top, Ria, that would be awesome. And we will put the information on that lawsuit there. So, Salma, maybe it's something that you can join a class action lawsuit if your case falls under this whole cave situation. All right. Casey, hi, my soon-to-be husband is working from home in the Philippines. Once we get married, he will be getting H-4 visa, which is not legal to work in the United States. Question, can he continue working remotely for his employer in the Philippines? Casey, this is such a great question, and I do not have a solid answer for this. I'm definitely not going to give you a solid answer on on the live stream, because it's a very great area.
Definitely emerging body of law dealing with all of the remote work.
And I think that you can have opinions from yes and definitely not. So it's not something that I am extremely well versed in with regard to the research. I have done a little bit of it when a client has asked, and then the issue kind of went away. So, but it's a great question, and as you said, it's going to be becoming more and more of an issue. So maybe we'll give you an update next week. Yeah. How about that, Casey? Casey, you can check back with us next week, but it's a really great question. But I'm sorry that we don't have a direct answer for you. All right, let's grab a TikTok question.
Okay, here, Hannah wanted to know, I'm not sure you might have a better shot at this. I received a letter from NVC and it said that my husband's papers had all expired.
Oh gosh, that happens.
She paid again for the visa, and that's it. But I think probably the question is like, what can I do? What are my options here now? Where do I go from here?
So there are a couple of things here. So documents are expiring right now at NVC. Just the tax returns that you have to update, submit the most recent pay stub, the most recent information, the police background checks are expiring, and this is becoming more and more of an issue, primarily because it's taking the U.S. Embassy so long to schedule the interviews, and you're stuck at the NVC for 2 years. So you just have to unfortunately go with the flow, update all of your documents. This came up at a meeting at our law office recently because we're having to do more work. We've already done the work. Now we have to do it again. And so, we're all experiencing this, but we just do what they ask you to do and redo the documents. All right. Let's see.
Yeah, I think you're right. You read into that. I think now that she wasn't saying that she paid again, I think she was saying that they're saying she has to pay again.
Yeah. So that.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can move on.
Okay.
I didn't mean to distract you with that.
Maria says, my dad, who's 70, got denied for a tourist visa last March of 2022, and we are planning to refile it. Before, we did not declare that he has a business, as we didn't renew the license for his store. Now we're going to refile his tourist visa with his business on it, and his license was renewed last June. Is there any issue about it? By the way, we filed his visits here 90-day stay. Do we need to change it? My husband, who is American, will be the one who will pay for everything. I am still in green card. So, Maria, I mean, that's great. So you're renewing dad's license for his business. And, the reason that Maria is talking about doing that is because it shows dad has ties to his country. And I don't see the country, but ties to his country. And the question is like, okay, is that going to be better? Are my chances going to be better for my dad to get the tourist visa? Maybe, but it's just hard to get a tourist visa, especially if the consular officer believes your dad has immigrant intent. So here's the scenario. He has a lawful permanent resident daughter in the United States, and he's 70. If he goes on a tourist visa, he may stay. So that's the scenario, and that's what they're looking at. So yes, as many ties that you can show to the applicant's country is the better.
Yeah, Radlin really nailed it. That's the intent matters here, and the judgment they're making is whether or not he has enough reason to then go back to whatever country that is. So
right.
You're sort of convincing them that no, he's just going to come visit and then go back. He has no intention of staying And why would he? He's got all this great stuff at home.
Right. Exactly. Okay. So do you want to grab a question there? I pulled up Johnny's.
Go ahead and put that one, and then we'll get to
you queue one up.
I'll get one. Yeah, we got one here.
Johnny says,
you're next.
That's a cute puppy. Is
Yeah.
that a
They're
golden?
They're all
It's a
cute.
gold.
I love dogs.
No, not a golden. A lab. A yellow lab. All right. I have. This is our new fun game. Looking at the profile
we see
photos.
great ones. I'm gonna try to figure out where they are. Mount Vernon's still my favorite. Somebody had Mount Vernon behind me. And then they came on a couple weeks later and they're like, remember me? I'm the guy who had Mount Vernon behind me.
That's right. I have friends' parents who recently lost their green card. What's the wait or process to get a replacement? So, Johnny, to get a replacement for a lost green card, parents would have to file the I-90 form I-90. The wait to actually get the green card in hand is quite a bit of time. It can take, over up to a year, but the parents can, with their receipt, go into a local immigration office by scheduling an InfoPass appointment and getting temporary proof of their lawful permanent resident status. That's either going to be what's called an I-551 stamp in their passport, or if they don't have a passport, that's they'll get a little card with their picture on it, and so they'll have to take 2 passport photos, and it'll say, I-551 proof of lawful permanent resident status. One of my clients once told me when he got that temporary proof of lawful permanent resident status, he's like, "This looks so unprofessional." And I just thought that was so funny because it's a piece of paper. And, it's tough to travel with that piece of paper because it can be, the CBP sometimes give people a hard time with just the I-551 card. But anyhow, that is the process. Good luck to them. And if they need help, we can certainly help them with that.
Yeah, that's kind of how I felt about a lot of the COVID vaccine cards.
Oh yeah, it looks just like a COVID vaccine card. That's exactly what it looks like.
Proof of vaccine, and it was just like a check mark or something.
That's exactly.
We don't even know who signed this or anything.
Yeah, no, the I-551 actually has a little embossed stamp on it.
At least that's something, all right.
Right. And the other follow-up to that, Johnny, is, maybe ask them if they want to apply for citizenship, if it's time. Hey, should we scoot this over so they can see your face too?
Yeah, they can.
No, okay. All right.
We're good.
I want them to see your face as well.
Thanks.
Okay, grab one.
Yvette wants to know, after I've got my green card, how long do I have to wait before I can apply for another family member, petition somebody? So I guess really rephrase the question. Once you have a green card, how long do you have to wait before you can start to petition other family members?
Just one breath. Just take a breath and then file that petition.
Hear that, Yvette?
Immediately.
So you get the green card in the morning. That afternoon, you're filing the petitions. You
get the green card in the morning. You go, yay, my green card. And then you call us to help you file that petition.
Right. So
or you can file it.
You get the green card in the morning. That afternoon, you call Gardner and Mendoza and make an appointment.
That's right.
And then the next morning, we start working on your case.
Right. Exactly.
Okay.
I was talking to a couple, and they had filed petition for some of their from some of their children, and then had another round that they were doing of petitions. Well, they actually hadn't. They had not started anything, and it was definitely a case of kind of procrastination in filing the petitions. And they was like, well, why would we hire you when we can do it? And I was like, because we will actually do it. You've been waiting for like 7 years to file this petition. We will actually file a petition. So something to think about. And yes, just take that breath, file the petition. All right. There is our Facebook group. It's up. It's up in the comment. So I'm putting it up on the screen. So if y'all want to grab that, join the Facebook group. And we will continue our conversation there, and we will put up the information about the lawsuit there.
It's an old photo.
It's an old photo, yeah.
We need to update that photo.
We need to update the photo, exactly. Like I had to color the hair since then. All right.
Mhm. Rhea, if we could get updated photo in there, that'd be great.
Yeah, can you all right, Toddy Lease had, oh, that's cool.
Yes.
Look at that.
That's
Nice.
awesome.
He looks like Thanos. I mean, not in a kind of a dramatic.
Or
right.
Aquaman.
Yeah. Do I need to file a separate petition, immediate relative for my spouse and child, USC? Okay, Toddy is a United States citizen. The question is, he has a wife and a child. Does he have to file separate petitions for them? And the answer is yes. U.S. citizens have to file a separate petition for their spouse and child. And that is different from lawful permanent residents, interestingly. Great question, though. All right. Susie Ivy says, hi, my mom got her green card last year. Does she have to wait 5 years to apply for citizenship or 3 years? It depends on how mom got the green card. So if mom got it through marriage, if mom is married to a U.S. citizen for at least 3 years and has been living with that U.S. citizen for the 3 years, and the U.S. citizen has been a U.S. citizen for the 3 years, then she can apply it 3 years, subtract 90 days, because you can apply 90 days early. So it's actually 2 years and 9 months. If none of that applies to mom, let's say she got her green card because you petitioned for her, then yes, she has to wait the full 5 years, subtract 90 days, so 4 years and 9 months. Hopefully that makes sense. Does that make sense?
It does.
Okay.
Sorry, I just got a burst. We were. This happens with TikTok.
Yes.
There's been a burst of questions, and now I got to go all the way back because I don't want to. People that were in line first.
Yes, absolutely. Zavon says, are you referring to the mandamus lawsuit? Yes, that is what we're referring to. Hello, Vaughn. How's it going? Great to see you. Vaughn is from Burlington, where our daughter goes to college.
All right. And I just did want to grab one TikTok comment here real quick. Momar1218 says, hello, everyone. Gardner and Mendoza is handling my current immigration case. Their service is superb.
Awesome. Love those coming in on the TikTok. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for the love. Thanks for the love. All right. Okay. So we have my cousin's daughter, Sarah, saying hello from the Philippines. Hi, Sarah. How are you? Great to see you. Thanks for saying hi.
Oh, look, Teacher Radlin and Uncle Johnny. I love that.
Lisa says hi. Lisa from Bangkok Garden. Oh, that's a great picture of you guys. Looking good. Looking good. I like that blue water. Happy summertime to you too.
That's not the Chesapeake Bay.
That is not the Chesapeake Bay. We need to catch up on our 2 dinners that didn't happen. So let's do that. Okay. Toddy says more like Aquaman. Okay. I didn't. I meant nothing, but like Thanos, he's like, he has the whole world at his fingertips.
I had you covered. I knew what was going on there.
I haven't seen Aquaman, but I know who Thanos is. I'm sorry. My bad, Toddy. No offense whatsoever. I'm looking too for some questions. All right. So how's it going over there in TikTok world?
Okay, we're all the way back up to the very beginning here again.
John doesn't want to miss anyone, and he doesn't want to jump the line with anyone. So,
well, no, we always encourage people to get here early, get your question in early, so that we get to it. And then I don't want to. But TikTok has these sporadic, Okay, so these are vague questions. Maybe you can kind of talk a little bit about these.
Sure, talk about vague questions.
Time frame for I-130 petition right now for unmarried son.
Yeah.
And a similar one, how long will it take to process my petition for my kids? I filed it in April.
Yeah. So timing questions, guys, timing questions. Again, I'll go to USCIS processing times and it will pop up. What you have to do is put in your form number. So if it's the I-130 petition, And then you can click to see, you know, what category of I-130 petition. Are we talking about married children, unmarried children, over 21, under 21, spouse, parent? And then you can pick the service center where the case is, and it will give you a time frame as to how long it's taking for that I-130 petition to be approved. Again, if we're not talking about immediate relatives here, you then have to go take a look at the visa bulletin to see how long it's going to take for a visa to become available. So immediate relatives are the parents, spouses, and unmarried children under the age of 21 of United States citizens. And visas are always available for those family members. Only for those family members. Everyone else, go to the visa bulletin. So you've got married children of U.S. citizens. You've got unmarried children over 21 of U.S. citizens. You've got spouses and children under 21 of lawful permanent residents, siblings of U.S. citizens, and children over 21 of lawful permanent residents. So all of those family members are going to be found on that visa bulletin, and there is a wait time for a visa to become available for those family members. Right now, F2A category, the spouses and unmarried children of lawful permanent residents, there is no wait time. It's current. So there you have it. Hopefully that answered that.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, you can take a look at the visa bulletin. You can Google it. Is it June 2022 visa bulletin? It will pop right up.
And Mel's, I hope you're listening. I got to your question as well about the petition for your kids. Okay.
All right, I'm looking here. Arlene says another question again. Oh yes, Arlene, we recognize your photo. That looks also like a wedding photo. I love the wedding photos. My husband has an interview next week for his citizenship. He lost his green card a few months ago. He's got a green card photocopy though. Is that fine to bring at the interview? Thank you again. Yes, it's totally fine. I did get into a fight with some people on TikTok about this. In the comments, not a real fight.
I remember that.
I'm very civil.
I remember that.
I'm very civil. Like I don't, you know, life is too short to be fighting with people in the comments. But some people are like, you have to have your green card. But no, your husband will have to fill out a form that says he lost his green card. It's totally fine. They probably won't even ask him for the copy. They know. They know everything. They don't know everything, but they probably will not need that. All right. Any more questions?
Yeah, plenty. So
okay, let's go. We have 7 minutes left to answer the questions.
Jewel would like to know, will my brother's petition be affected if my dad applies for citizenship?
Possibly. Possibly. So the good one to get, I could probably answer this one in a total of 7 minutes. So the question is, dad is a lawful permanent resident, has petitioned for, I'm going to say unmarried son over the age of 21. Okay. And dad is now going to apply for U.S. citizenship, which will then put the son in a different category, which is the unmarried son or daughter over 21 of a U.S. citizen. So he's going to be in the F1 category. And sometimes it takes longer for the sons or daughters unmarried over 21 of U.S. citizens than the sons or daughters unmarried over 21 of lawful permanent residents. So they you know, as part of the Life Act from, you know, April of 2021, they created this Child Status Protection Act. So if that happens to your dad, right, or your brother, I should say, and dad applies for citizenship, and then you look at he gets his citizenship, you look at the visa bill, like, holy moly, the lawful permanent resident category is much faster than the U.S. citizen category. You can then opt out of that F1 category and go back to the faster category. So answer the question. What was the question?
The question was whether or not it'll be affected.
Yeah,
The son,
it can.
her brother's case will be affected if her dad becomes a
Yeah,
citizen. And presumably, he filed for the son when he was
when he was a lawful permanent resident.
when the dad was
Yeah,
a lawful permanent
right.
resident. Excuse me.
So yeah, it can, but there is a protective measure there for that not to happen, because everyone thought it was not good that people were waiting to become U.S. citizens because the F2B category was faster than the F1 category. Hope that makes sense. All right.
Okay, and somebody here had a question about where we are. Our office is in Virginia Beach in the United States, but we have clients all over the country and all over the world. And the specific question was, whether we can represent people other places. Absolutely, we can.
Yes.
We do it every day.
Yep, absolutely. And so we'll just go ahead and give out our information again really quickly. Number one, for TikTok, all of our information is in that link. And I know you're not supposed to say link on TikTok because I don't know, they ban your videos or whatever. But the best way to reach us is still by phone. That is the best way. If you want to talk to a person, it's 757-464-9224. And guys on TikTok, please do not call a WhatsApp number, because that's a scammer, and that's not us. So there are a lot of comments, and they say, "Hey, call me," and it has my photo and it has my username with like a number or something. Just don't use that. Our phone number is 757-464-9224. You can also reach out to us through Messenger on Facebook, or info@gmlaw.net. You can send us an email. So our website also, you can just send us a message there through our website. It's gardnerandmendoza.com. gardnerandmendoza.com. gardnerandmendoza.com.
Yep. All right. And Doc Andrews down there says he's got a. Oh.
Nice.
Yeah. See, we look at them all. That's Statue of Liberty. That's a good one too.
That's
great. Not too shabby, Doc.
Yeah, you should show that to the immigration officer.
He says, finally, my interview scheduled next week. Adjustment of status through marriage. Any final tips?
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Tips for the interview. Yeah. I would, make sure you're organized, make sure you have bona fide marriage documents, a lot of the bona fide marriage documents to show that it is a real marriage. And I'm not telling you guys anything that you don't already know, but, make sure that your documents tell a picture. And if they don't, then be prepared to explain why. Be prepared to explain why there may be some things missing, like why you don't have a joint bank account. How do you do your finances? Like finances, commingling of finances is a big, big thing for immigration officers. So, and just also make sure that you are quick on the answers that you should know, right? You're quick on your spouse's full name. You're quick on your spouse's birthday. You're quick on your date of marriage. Like, don't, when we prepare our clients for the interview, a lot of times our clients are not quick on these things, and they're nervous. They're even nervous with us, like during the interview prep, because I tell them, like, this is a mock interview. I swear them in. We go through all the forms and applications, and then I start asking them questions about their marriage and their relationship. So you have to know, and like the only way to know that, of course, is, I'm not going to say practice, but just get the nervousness out.
Mm-hmm.
Get the nervousness out of being at an interview, because it is pretty nerve-wracking.
You don't want to have a lot of hesitation on simple questions, because then you're going to plant a seed of doubt.
Yeah.
Right from the get-go.
Seed of doubt.
And then everything you say is like, no. You know how that is. Once you are suspicious of someone, you can start to look at everything they do and say in a different way. So
right.
Don't do that.
And then, just with the knowledge also, Doc, that there are some officers out there that are, they're there to give you the benefit. Okay. Most of the officers are there to give you that benefit. And then there are a couple of officers out there who are just going to just try to poke holes in your case, no matter what you say. No matter what you say, they're going to try to poke holes in your story. So just be prepared for everything. Be prepared for the worst, and you'll be ready for the best. Hopefully that makes sense and is helpful. All right. So it is 9 o'clock. How are we doing?
On TikTok, we probably have about another 20 questions.
Okay. So we really have had a great time today. We're not going to grab the 20 questions. However, we would appreciate the follow, and you guys can check back with us next Wednesday. We have a very busy travel summer schedule. Oh, I don't think we're going to be here next Wednesday unless we appear live from New York City.
I think we should. Yes, we will.
I don't know about that.
We will be in New York with the other attorneys in our office at the annual American Immigration Lawyers Association conference.
Yes.
For 4 days, where basically we will do nothing all day and night, but just learn more
about new updates and
updates about immigration. Radlin has been a presenter at these conferences before. You're not presenting this time, are you?
Not presenting them. This is the first time live. This is the first time live in a couple of years because of COVID. So we're super excited to go back live. We're super excited to bring our attorneys. And Jackie, who is our intake manager, she's actually going to go. She's volunteering. So that's exciting for her. She's very excited about doing that.
That's right. 5 people from our firm will all be there. So it's going to be exciting. Anyway,
it is going to be exciting. So we will figure out what we're going to do for Wednesday. Maybe we can do like short snippets.
Yeah, maybe we can do. We'll see.
Maybe I can figure out stories on TikTok and do story time the whole time. But probably.
All right, gang. Well,
all right.
Our
thank
time
you
is
so
up
much.
Here.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
Doc, thank you for that. Doc says thank you so much. Appreciate it. You're the best. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, folks.
See you next time.
Come here every Wednesday. You got immigration questions? We've got answers. Take care, TikTok family. We will see you all. 2 thumbs up.
Thank you guys for all the likes and the followers on TikTok.
Yeah,
it's awesome. And on Facebook.
Right. Thanks.
Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Take care.
Ray, what happened to you?